Good morning. Today we'll be doing the histology of the tongue. The various objectives are we'll be knowing about the general features, the various papillae present on the tongue, that is the filiform, fungiform, circumvallate, and foliate papillae. Apart from that, we'll be knowing about the structure of the taste buds. So, I'll be giving you a few MCQs and assignment for today. So, in the previous class, we have already seen, we come across the tongue, that is both the ventral and dorsal surfaces are covered by mucous membrane that is lined by the non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Apart from that, it is going to be composed of striated muscles which run in various directions. There is a difference between the mucous membrane of both the ventral surface and dorsal surface. In the ventral surface, the mucous membrane, you are going to find it will be thin and smooth. While on the dorsal surface, you are going to find number of projections. These projections are called as papillae. So, you are going to come across various papillae, that is the filiform papillae, fungiform papillae, and circumvallate papillae. Apart from that, we are going to also come across what is called as a foliate papillae. So, if you take each papillae, it is mainly composed of epithelium and lamina propria. So, here you can see the various papillae we have shown as in A, that is the filiform papillae, B is the fungiform papillae, C you are going to find is the circumvallate papillae. Okay, so among these papillae you are going to find mainly each of these papillae comprises of the epithelium that is lined by the non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, and you are going to find connective tissue called as the lamina propria. So, we will take up each of these papillae separately. Coming to the filiform papillae, so in Latin it is called as a thread. So, it contains a narrow conical papillae. So, it is mainly present on the anterior 2/3 of the tongue. It is capped by non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So, in the center you are going to find a core of the lamina propria. The apical part may contain a Cahorny layer, also called as a keratin layer, but we can't call it as a true keratin. So here we have depicted the particular filiform papillae. So it's present on almost the whole surface, that is anterior 2/3 of the tongue. So it is basically very rough. So this roughness increases the friction between the tongue and food, so thereby facilitating the movement of food particles, and it contains specialized nerve endings. So coming to the identification points for the filiform papillae, it's triangular in shape with apical keratinization. So it's lined by non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So very important feature is taste buds are absent. Mucous serous glands are present in the lamina propria, and it also contains the muscle fibers which runs in various directions. So coming to the second papillae, which is called as the fungiform papillae. So the bases are narrow, where the apical part will be rounded. So it resembles like a fungus. They are scattered all over the tongue, especially anterior 2/3 of the tongue, more numerous at the tip and margins. Epithelium is comparatively thin. So very important feature is it contains the taste buds. So these taste buds have specialized nerve endings. This papillae appears red and bleed easily. Coming to the identification points. So as I already mentioned to you, shape is fungus shaped, or it contains, you can tell it, rather you can tell it as it contains narrow bases, and apical part will be rounded or broader, lined by the non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Very important feature is taste buds are present here. Mucous serous glands in the lamina propria, and muscle fibers running in various directions. So coming to the third papillae, the circumvallate papillae. These are large cylindrical button-shaped papillae, 1 to 2 mm in diameter. There are about 8 to 12 papillae. These papillae are arranged just like a V-shaped, so it will be present in front of the sulcus terminalis. So these papillae contain plenty of taste buds. The taste buds are present in the walls of the papillae. So here you can see the button-shaped papillae. The sunken part is flooded by mucoserous glands, are also called as glands of von Ebner. So you can see plenty of taste buds in its walls. So very important is the taste sensation from these papillae are carried by the glossopharyngeal nerve. So coming to the identification points, so button-shaped papillae present within a sulcus or groove lined by non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Taste buds are present. So mucoserous glands are present in the lamina propria, and muscle fibers run in various directions. So with this we have completed the three papillae, that is the filiform, fungiform and circumvallate papillae, which you are going to see in histology. Apart from that, we are having one more papillae called as foliate papillae. These papillae are rudimentary in humans but well developed in rabbits. 2 or 3 folds of mucous membrane are found along the lateral margins of the tongue in front of the sulcus terminalis. They possess taste buds. So now we'll see the structure of a taste bud. So these are barrel-shaped gustatory receptors arranged perpendicular to the epithelial surface. They are found in fungiform and circumvallate papillae, but absent in filiform papillae. They are present in the lining of mouth and throat. So as I already mentioned to you, they are barrel shaped. almost 50 to 150 clusters you are going to find fusiform cells lying within the oval cavity of the oral epithelium. They open on the mucosal surface by a gustatory pore. They are penetrated by afferent nerve fibers. So now we'll see the various types of cells present in the walls. Mainly you are going to find supporting cells, receptor cells, basal cells and surrounding epithelium. Supporting cells, so the densely staining cells form majority of the cells. Receptor cells stain slightly, they are fusiform cells. Basal cells, these are stem cells, they stain lightly, and surrounding epithelium, they form a boundary. So 4 types of sensations you are going to come across: sweet, sour, salt and bitter. Intensity of the taste is dependent on its solubility in saliva, and most tastants are readily soluble in water. So coming to the features of all the papillae in a nutshell. So you are seeing the filiform papillae, fungiform papillae and circumvallate papillae. So whenever you are going to talk about these papillae, you have to think about the shape, the lining epithelium, taste buds, mucoserous glands in the lamina propria and the muscle fibers. So we talk about the shape. The filiform papillae is triangular in shape with apical thread, or you are going to find keratinization. Fungiform papillae is fungus shaped, so it contains a narrow base and a broader upper part. Circumvallate papillae is button shaped within a sulcus or groove. Coming to the lining epithelium, all the 3 are lined by non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Taste buds, these are absent in filiform papillae but present in fungiform and circumvallate papillae. Coming to the mucoserous glands in the lamina propria, they are present in all the 3 types of papillae, that is the filiform, fungiform and circumvallate papillae. So muscle fibers, so it's basically the skeletal muscle fibers, they are present in all the 3 papillae. So here we have shown the particular epithelium on the dorsal surface. So you are going to find the presence of both the fungiform and filiform papillae, and you can see the central core of skeletal muscle fibers. They are randomly present. Seromucous glands are also seen, apart from the blood vessels. So here you are going to see both the filiform and fungiform papillae. So I already told to you that you have to talk under 4 headings, that is the lining epithelium, the lamina propria, the presence of taste buds, the seromucous glands and the skeletal muscle fibers. Similarly, you are going to see the circumvallate papillae also in same headings, that is the lining epithelium, the presence of taste buds, the shape, the lamina propria, the seromucous glands as well as the muscle fibers. So coming to the various MCQs, the following type of papillae are rudimentary or absent in man. So filiform papillae, fungiform papillae, foliate papillae or circumvallate papillae. Taste buds are absent in the following papillae: filiform papillae, fungiform papillae, foliate papillae or circumvallate papillae. The following types of papillae appear red and bleeds easily: filiform papillae, fungiform papillae, foliate papillae or circumvallate papillae. Circumvallate papillae are innervated by the following nerve: lingual nerve, facial nerve, glossopharyngeal nerve, hypoglossal nerve. So this is the assignment which you are going to complete in your histology records. Draw and label the microscopic feature of the tongue. So you are going to draw a filiform papillae, similarly a fungiform papillae, a circumvallate papillae. Apart from that, you are going to also draw the structure of a taste bud.